Liverpool Fan in Japan.
Hello YouTube, Liverpool Fan in Japan here, the Miyazaki Man Si. We have been linked with so many number 9, so many strikers willing to play for Liverpool. Whether it's Hugo Ekitike, Benjamin Sesko, Victor Gyökeres, the list goes on and on. However, the bid for Hugo Ekitike, 100 million euros, I think is a smokescreen in all honesty. We're driving up the price like we did for Moise Caicedo for Chelsea, right? No, in all honesty, Chelsea are probably more in for Hugo Ekitike. They have more of a need for him. He fits a kind of prototype striker, a lot more than Liverpool, kind of Didier Drogba, roaming around, causing havoc. Not the most clinical of strikers. Needs to work on his finishing, but will be all around a menace, a threat like Nicholas Jackson as well. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Woo. But I think it's a smokescreen because I don't see Liverpool stumping up 100 million euros for Hugo Ekitike when he's far from the finished prospect and his shots is very wayward. He's got a lower conversion rate than Darwin Núñez, but a striker that's been subtly linked to Liverpool over the past few months, and I think secretly is a big target because of the way he would interact with Florian Wirtz, is Mateo Retegui. Mateo Retegui at Atalanta. Now, he's in the prime of his career, slight late bloomer. He's always scored goals. When the system is set up for him, he has always scored goals. Look at the statistics right here. He reminds me of a Gabriel Batistuta. Do you remember Batigol, Fiorentina and Roma legend, right? Argentinian legend. Gabriel Batistuta, powerhouse. He's got that hunger and a bite to beat you to the ball in the penalty area. When he's outside the box, he'll thump it right foot and left foot. He's dynamite in the air, even though he's not absolutely the biggest. And in Pro Evolution Soccer back in the day, I mained Argentina national team, Gabriel Batistuta, Hernan Crespo, Claudio Lopez, Ariel Ortega as well. The legends, Passarella at the back, for example. Ayala, Pablo Aimar, Juan Sebastian Veron, Riquelme, all the amazing players, Almeida in the back as well, Javier Zanetti, all the goodies, right? Speaking of subscribing to the team, I noticed a juicy 69% of you have subscribed, watch my videos week in, week out. However, 31% of you are watching them but haven't subscribed yet. What are you waiting for? Smash the subscribe button right now and like the video. Let me know in the comments below what do you think of Mateo Retegui. Retegui is 6'1", 181 meters, right? 186 meters. What? That's Godzilla. Godzilla, no, that's Godzilla. Japanese Godzilla is slightly smaller than American Godzilla when you scale it up against the skyscrapers and all that, but regressing just a little bit, 1.86 meters, that's 6'1" inches. He is 26 years old. He was born in Argentina, so he's an Argentinian native, but he plays for the Italy national team. So he got called up for the Argentina under-20s international team, but then he moved to Italy and he plays for Italy. He's got 6 in 18 appearances in terms of international prospects. He scored 25 goals in 36 appearances, but more importantly, he's an all-around scorer. He scores with the left foot, he scores with the right foot, he scores bullet-thumping headers. And the reason why he needs a system to thrive, but I think he's more suitable than a Gyökeres, is because he's unstoppable in the air. He's a powerhouse. He's from a standing start, a running jump. As long as the ball gets whipped in, and the ball will get whipped in from Kerkez, potentially Tsimikas, Robertson, but definitely from Frimpong and Conor Bradley as well. Mo Salah with Travella pass as well. Cody Gakpo with the lofted ball across. It's someone like Retegui you want in there. Now, Gyökeres can score his headers, but he's not dominant in the air. Ekitike, for his size, is a bit pants in the air. Benjamin Sesko is more of a runner and less of a technical ball player in the air as well. He's not great in the air. A lot of his strikers, despite being so tall, are not great in the air. Even Nick Woltermatter, who I did in the last video, right? Dominant, imposing, huge, 6'6", but he's not great in the air. But you watch the highlights of Mateo Retegui. He's dominant in the air. He thumps the headers in. He'd be a threat from set pieces. He'd be finally a threat when Gakpo cuts inside and, lofts it into the back post. Retegui needs the delivery, the service from wide places, but also the little cute balls that Florian Wirtz will play. Now, I imagine that Florian Wirtz will hold the number 10 position. There's been discussions today that he wants the number 10 shirt off Alexis McAllister. He'll never get it unless majestic Alexis McAllister, ginger and right lights, he gives it up willingly, or he takes the number 6 or number 7 from Lucho Diaz. Actually, that rumour about Lucho Diaz going off and wanting to leave Liverpool, bit premature. A Colombian journalist said he wants to stay at Liverpool, but it's ultimately decided by whether he signs a new deal or not, because 2 years left, 28 years old, resellable asset. In all honesty, I think he goes. But Mateo Retegui, right, he is part of the hustle and bustle street fighting mold, a kind of Lucho Suarez, right, the suburbs or the poor areas of Argentina, of Uruguay, wherever, they've got that street balling vibe. You look at his ability in the box. He finds the yard of space. He fights to get his body in front. He'll slide across the defenders to get the nick in, to get the deflection. off into the back post. He is a baller, a fighter, a finisher, a poacher with the instinct, a late bloomer, and he'd be a good price point as well. You're probably looking at 50 million odd now. If you were to tell me 100 million euros for Hugo Ekitike, 80 million euros for Benjamin Sesko, 50 million euros for Goykaresh, 50 million euros for Mateo Retegui, it's Retegui all day long. Left foot, right foot, poaching, finishing, long shot, blast, aerial dominance as well. The only thing is he's not the fastest, but you don't need that burst of pace if you've got that physicality and the finishing ability, because you rely on Frimpong, you rely on Gakpo, Luis Diaz, Florian Wirtz, Szoboszlai to do the running and pace. And he's not slow, he's just not absolute burst of pace. He reminds me of Hernan Crespo, Gabriel Batistuta, that kind of mold of Argentinian striker who you put him in front of goal. You know Hernan Crespo, right? Scored a double against us in Istanbul before ultimately we came back. 3-3, Javi Alonso rebound, the rest is history. 1 on penalties, Dudek saving from Shevchenko. Greatest day ever, 25th of May 2005. One of the top 5 days of my life, baby. I remember it very, very clearly. Hernan Crespo also played for Chelsea, right? In his latter years as well. But basically, the physicality, the ability to finish. You put them in front of goal, you know they're going to finish. You know they're going to fight for the ball. My goodness, Matteo Retegui would look so good in a Liverpool shirt behind Florian Wirtz. And he doesn't need to play every game as well, because you can have Florian Wirtz as a false 9. But I do think Wirtz will ultimately start in the 10 position where Szoboszlai plays. Szoboszlai drops deeper back into 8 role, not in the 6 role. Gakpo and Wirtz can also chop and change, because Wirtz can play inside forward on the left, where he's been doing a lot of damage for the I keep saying Japan national team. Florian Wirtz in Japan, man. Game over Asia Cup. Ka-ching. No, just kidding. We already win the Asia Cup with Haruma Mountain. And no, we didn't. We got knocked out. Anyway, digressing just a little bit, Florian Wirtz could play inside forward on the left if you're allowing Milos Kerkez to absolutely rampage on the left, which would suggest that Conor Bradley starts that game as well. Also, a nice little ploy there, because it frees up the right-hand side for Mo Salah to have a free roll and Dominic Szoboszlai to cover the spaces where Conor Bradley and Frimpong and Salah vacates. Now, let's look at this on the tactics board and how Retegui would be the perfect partner to unlock Florian Wirtz's ultimate assisting capabilities. Because if you look at the highlights of Florian Wirtz, look at the kind of balls he plays and look at the kind of finishes Retegui offers, he'd be really ideal. Let's look at it now. But before we do, as you may know, I am gunning for tickets for Yokohama versus Liverpool on the 30th of July. Tickets go on sale, I believe, on the 11th of June for general sale. Now, they go thick and fast, out like a blast, straight away and available. So I'm gunning for the premium tickets. A little bit pricey though, because they can cost anywhere between £600 and £800 for a single ticket, but they may be the ones available left. So I have started a GoFundMe fundraising page, link in the top comment below. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I promise to do a matchday vlog of the Liverpool fans in Japan, the real Liverpool fans. I hope to catch up to any one of you who are actually going out there on the ballot, won a ticket and are visiting Japan for the first time. I'll show you around. I'll show you the local izakayas, which are the pubs, some cheeky tapas, the kind of food around here, where there's yakiniku, premium barbecue beef, or whatever. Kampai, up the Reds. Let's cheers to Asahi Super Dry. My goodness, it's going to be a good day out. Having the premium seats, I can do matchday analysis with real footage, because, you know, football footage is copyrighted by Sky Sports and everyone like that. But I can take my own footage, which is obviously is personal, it's not copyrighted, and give you the in-depth analysis on how Arne Slot is lining up the boys to play for next season. Because it's so late in July, coming into August, he's got to play the first team, which means Wirtz, Frimpong, Kerkez, Endo, all the big boys will be playing, because he's got to get the patterns of play right, the physicality, the matchday fitness, and chop and change with the players, which could be late day incomings and outgoings as well. But I can get close-up photos and do on the videos actual movements, actual transitions, what happens when they lose the ball, when they win the ball, where the congestion areas are, where the zones of plays are, where they're trying to attack, where they're trying to penetrate, what happens off the ball, etc. I'll be able to do it all live from Yokohama Stadium. Thanks to everyone's meaningful support. Thank you so much to everyone who's supported already. Mary Beth, domo arigatou gozaimasu, the biggest donator. Thank you, John. Thank you, everyone else. Jin, Brandon, everyone who's donated so far. And as my way of saying thanks, and Soccer Atos' way of saying thanks, we have 3 premium goodies, right? For the top donee, for whoever donates the most to the cause. We have a Liverpool FC M-size men's windbreaker right here, courtesy of Soccer Atos. We have a Japan International kit as well. This is not the latest kit. I think it's the one before that. Heat ready, beautiful technology, beautiful Japan kit, M size. We have the latest Y3 Japan National kit as well. I'll be doing these in 3 separate videos. And I've got with me some accessories from Japan. We have Baby Cooper for all you Mario Nintendo fans. We have Magic Cooper. And we have It's not hammer, bro. Can't remember. It's that little turtle thing. Koopa Trooper. That's the one. So once the donation pledge is over, whoever is the highest donee, choose a shirt, choose a Nintendo toy, choose whatever you want. I'll come visit you in person if you want. I'll try. But yeah, I'll pack in Japanese snacks and whatever else you want. Thank you so much for donating to the cause. Also, second place, whoever gives the second highest donation as well, I will send you one of the shirts, whichever one the first person doesn't choose. Thank you, you know, from me to you, right? And also from the Fantasy Football League as well. Congratulations, Cameron Clark.
The cream of the crop!
Get in touch with me in the Discord, private message. I will give you a selection of shirts or kits and other stuff as well. You choose the one you want. Congratulations on winning the Liverpool Fan in Japan Fantasy Football League. Big thank you to Soccer Atos for sponsoring this video. He does premium quality footy kits, replicas of all different types and styles. Check out his site also in the first comment below as well. And use my exclusive code for 10% off and free worldwide shipping. Thank you, Soccer Atos, for sponsoring the video. Let me show you on the tactics board right now why Matteo Retegui would be ideal to partner Florian Wirtz in the 10th position, right? Because this is a channel of substance in abundance, the cream of the crop. And I was going to put Simicast here, but let's put in Kirkez for fun. Good old Frim Pongy Pong, King Pong. Mo Salah, Egyptian king, running down the wing, but playmaking from the wing more or less these days. This goes to a special Gravy, Graven, and Burke. It's going to be Soboslai, Maka. I'm going to put Cody, Mattis, Gakpo here for now. And let's put Maka here. He'll keep the 10 shirt avert. Sorry, mate, you're going to get 7 or something thereabouts, okay? So the reason why it really unlocks Florian Wirtz to do damage is Retegui could stay high up. Now, he isn't the best in the build-up play, but he has a good ball into feet and layoff. So what you have the ability to do, right, is drive the ball into him. Now, imagine we have a double pivot in this kind of solution. Salah and Gakpo come in here. We know Frimpong will probably play high up, which means you're looking at this kind of a line here. VVD. And Konate. Kirkes probably stays on the line of 6. You have the ability to Maka, to drive the ball in hard there. Where is Wirtz going? Where's Wirtz going? Where's Gakpo going? Where's Gakpo doing? Depending on where the centre-backs line up, and especially effective against the back 3, because they won't know where to press or to stay, and the gaps in between the 2 central defenders is probably more prominent than the back 4, where the gap is between the centre-back and the wing-back, and you're looking to close and congest the space, which leaves a space around the outside, okay? We'll do that in a different example or tactical masterclass in the member section. But the ball shunted into Retegui, he can lay off, give and go, and spin in behind. Look at the offside line where he is there. Then it's an extra ball there, or more appropriately, an extra ball there. Where's Retegui? He's now primed for that ball across the back, whether it's scuttled in so he can fly in front of the defender, or let him dominate in the air with a high ball hitting back where it came from, or shunting it into the front post, right? Peter Crouch style, he's not a giant, but he's dominant in the air. Don't he could go in between the centre-backs as well. That is clear play number 1. Florian Wirtz facilitates the layoff. There's no better player you want in the 10 position to facilitate the next offensive phase of play to make sure that counts in the back of the net than Wirtz. Retegui is good at the layoff, give and go. He's better than a lot of the other similar strikers of that ilk as well. Another ploy of Retegui, because there's the shunted ball from Maka straight into his feet. So imagine that we have something like this. Gakpo in inside position, Florian Wirtz in and around the outside. You don't want to stand Wirtz against 1v1 because he's a supreme dribbler as well. Retegui offers the dummy runner, the option in to the front post, right? Which leaves a big shooter in Gakpo around the outside. Now, if Gakpo has the opportunity to hit a screamer, of which you'd expect Frimpong diving in on the back as well. Alternatively, if he's closed down quickly and can't get a shot away, hello, you've got a Mo Salah coming into his optimum playing area. Now, this is his optimum playing area. It's not here. It's not here. It's not even here or here. It's this inside forward half space just on the edge of the penalty area. You bring the ball to Salah here, my goodness, you're in for trouble, especially if there's one person, right? He will smash it in front post, he'll smash it in far post. If he goes far post as well, there's someone waiting to dive in there. It's our poacher, it's Retegui, who can get in front of the defender again and head it across goal, or if it's going in anyway, he'll leave it because it depends what type of ball. Travella outside the ball foot, shot. Salah is going to have so much freedom of space now that Wirtz is in there, because you have to mark Wirtz wherever he goes. He's that much of a threat. Now, the other option is if Retegui, let's get rid of the defender here. If Retegui is the dummy runner, what happens in this instance? Once again, Gakpo comes in here, Retegui makes the line. You don't want this guy running 1v1 against your centre-back. He will rip them to shreds, open up the space to finish, or he will open up the space to thread the cutest of through balls, probably Salah in this instance, to finish, or around the back for that bang, bang, thank you, ma'am. Look at those three options. Who's going to be one to finish it? Give it to Retegui. Retegui just dominates. He'll smash the keeper in the ball and the ball into the back of net himself. He's just hulking a beast, a menace, right? And that's the thing. He can shoot off both feet. So that's the variance where you're coming in from the right-hand side. What about the left-hand side? So Wirtz, once again, comes in the left-hand side. Okay, if he overlaps on this side, what do you have when Gakpo comes in? Either shot, but more prominently, he loves to loft it to the back post. He loves to cut inside and loft it to the back post. Who's coming in? Oh my goodness. That is different than Salah coming into the back post. That is different from anyone, the stopper side coming back post. That is Mateo Retegui, and he just bop, goal in, or down, or if really necessary, if there's too much on it, back, shunt it, or hit it back. And then on the bicycle kick, cryonic, bicycle volley last day of the season, Salah, bang, through deflection, or Gakpo in, right? And who's going to be backing up? Oh my God, it's this lot. It's this lot around the outside, waiting to back up and replay the ball as well, okay? Retegui's it. We need someone who lives in the box, can exist outside the box, but we don't need him to because he's got so much existence and presence and intestinal fortitude, right? I love that phrase. Outside the box. So he can live in the box and cause havoc. He can beat the man, spin the man, play off the man, play the dummy runner, be the final shooter, be the dominant threat, shoot left, shoot right, shoot across, be poaching, go for the rebounds. He makes so much sense with Florian Wirtz. Let's Wirtz do his thing. High ball into Retegui, bounce it off. Wirtz play from there. Salah, extra subliminal player from there as well. Frame Pong around the outside, could be Konate going inside. Salah over here. Connor Bradley on the inside there, allows him to go in. So lots and lots of options as well. I love the combination. I love the fact that Retegui will give Wirtz space. I feared Ekitike would drop back and go into Wirtz's space, similar to Sesko would go in that space, and Goykaresh, even though he's on the diagonals, great running and finishing across goals. I don't think he's got the ideal profile for the Premier League because you notice the Portuguese low block is so inefficient and weak. He can't find the space in those tight spaces. He's not a monster street baller like Retegui is. So he'd be my pick. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So for now, I'm sincerely appreciative of all the love and support helping me get there because flights will cost the best part of £220, £230, ANA or JAL to fly from Miyazaki to Yokohama. Then I've got to take the train down to Yokohama and then get to the stadium as well. Probably need to stay in a hotel because it's going to be a bit of a trek, long trek. So hotel, best part of £150 as well. And the ticket itself, as I mentioned, about £600 to £800. So I'll be fronting up my own hotel and my own plane ticket, but obviously any support you offer will go a long way to affording those premium tickets. So domo arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you, Liverpool Fan Japan community, for supporting the cause. I love you sincerely, no pressure whatsoever. If you have the means and you wish to support, then thank you so much. I appreciate you and I won't forget it. So I'm extending my thanks to you guys, Deron, John, Keith, Abdul, and 2 anonymous bidders already. Thank you so much. Means the world to me. And speaking of which, any toys and any goodies left over every single month in the membership drawer as well. Thank you to all the Liverpool Fan Japan members supporting the channel. £2, £3 a month makes a huge contribution because the videos only make like £2 or £3 anyway per video, so for 2-hour effort. So I will be doing these in a surprise live draw at the end of each month and giving away goodies to you members, free shipping for sure. Thank you so much. So until next time, Miyazaki Man Ichiban, the Liverpool Fan in Japan community Ichiban. It means the best. Ichi means one, ban means number 1, baby. Jane, have a great week.